guys, welcome back to the Girls Make Beats podcast.
Hey.
I'm one of your hosts, MAK10. I'm a DJ, producer, engineer, and I do music for everything.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I am 14 years old.
Yes, ma'am, multi-threat. And I'm Sparkle. I'm a multi-threat recording artist, DJ, and producer. And I do it all from playing the instruments to getting on the decks. I really do everything, including recording. So, hey, yeah. And I'm 15 years old. And here we are today with our super exciting guest, everyone's favorite DJ, Grammy Award-winning DJ Miss Milan. Woo, woo, woo. Damn. You want to give us
so adorable. Oh my gosh, this is like the best thing ever. I love this.
Thank you.
This is so awesome. Thank you for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this. This is like amazing. I wish I had this like when I was you guys' age.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a super dope organization.
It is.
So we're
It's
glad
really
to have you like be a part of it in a way now and come back to inspire the younger generation of the female DJs that we have here. If you want to go ahead and give an intro and tell the people what you do if they don't already know, which I'm sure they do, but
before we
there's people that don't know, so it's perfectly fine. It's your girl DJ Miss Milan, aka your Fairy VibeMother. I am the one and only DJ to my good sis Doechii, as well as the Fairy VibeMother providing the vibes worldwide. And I'm here with my favorites from Girls Make Beats. Okay.
I'm feeling honored. Oh my gosh. So we're just gonna start it out with a simple question. How are you doing today with tours and being busy, being the Fairy VibeMother? What's up? How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing really good. I feel really blessed. I feel in a space of gratitude and just, honoring the fact that I have the ability to do this thing, which is, be a DJ and travel the world and get to provide the different type of sound for the night or evening, to people in different places, and also perform as a touring DJ. So it's just been a whirlwind, but it's been something that I've honestly like worked hard towards and like dreamed of. So everything that's happening is just a dream that's truly coming true.
Yes, you had your own Fairy VibeMother in a way.
Yeah.
So now it's finally all happening. That's so dope. Yes. Want to get into questions?
Okay, perfect. What inspired you to become a DJ?
So I really love music, right? And I wanted to be an artist. So growing up, when I was like you guys' age, I used to like perform and sing and dance, and I thought I was gonna be like the next Beyonce. So I used to perform in my grandmother's backyard because she had like a little patio that looked like the stage, and I would invite all of like the kids in the neighborhood to come and watch me perform, and I would like put together girl groups where I would be the lead artist, of course, so it's just
I love it.
It's things like that growing up that I used to do, and I was always in like some form of the arts, whether it's like a dance team in high school or doing different I guess tournaments and things of that nature, and getting like dance trophies because I used to be in like competitions and things like that. It all made me feel like I wanted to be this artist. And growing up, of course, you go to college and you want to achieve higher for yourself. I felt like I wanted to still find myself, and during that transition I thought about becoming a DJ because not only was it less pressure to be an artist, but you can still have a form of artistry while being a DJ. And I didn't see a lot of women DJs, like I see now, which now you guys are in the new generation of, DJs and producers coming up, where there's a lot more of us now that show that visibility than there was, for me coming up. So just being able to just be something that I didn't necessarily see, and also because I love music, bridging the gap and just becoming a DJ. So that's my little corny story of how I became a DJ, but it's something that I really love sharing because it led me to being right here.
Yes, that's super dope.
That.
And I know that you mentioned saying that like when you were little you wanted to be like the next Beyonce. Was she an influence for you growing up? If not, like who were some influences for you? Like who like made you like think like I'm gonna be an artist, I'm gonna be a DJ?
Yeah, I mean, of course, because like I said, there wasn't a lot of like women DJs like myself and like the plethora of women DJs that we have now. But her as an artist is somebody that I've always admired. Like she's like, somebody that we look up to, and take after because of her work ethic and just how much she cares about the craft of what it is that she does. So, even applying that to the DJ world where, you got to care about, the history of DJing and care about the actual craft and, putting in the work and the time that it takes to be a good DJ. So all of those principles that she upholds as an artist, something that I still embody just as a DJ as well too. So she's just somebody that, I'm sure is every girl's girl vision board, mother when it comes to working hard and like, getting the job done.
No, dope.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no. She's definitely been a big influence for I feel like a lot of young girls in the industry, honestly, because Beyonce, she's just that girl. She's just that girl.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
Mhm.
Got this.
What inspires your DJ style and what would you say describes it?
Ooh.
What inspires my DJ style is really just having fun. I love, love, love for people to have fun. Like I am the turned up, let's have a great time, let's dance, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm playing like the up tempo type of music and I'm getting the people like, in the mood to like just have a good time. And for me, it's somewhat, I would say, open format just because I'm playing everything. I don't like to just confine myself to one genre. So I'm playing different, arrays of genres when it comes to DJing. But of course, I have my specialty, which I love, like R&B music. It's one of my favorite genres to play, of course. But I'm also Caribbean, so like infusing, Bajan, calypso, dance hall culture as well into, the blends of music that I'm playing also, gives it a good like night of great vibes, So I like to just play anything that feels good and gets the people going, even if it's like production. Sometimes you're playing some beats, over, a different song just to give it a different type of feel. So it's just depending on how I feel and what I want to give the people, which is a good vibe.
Yes, that's
Yes.
so dope. We love to add a little Caribbean flavor in there. I'm
For
Malaysian
real.
myself, so I get it. I get
I
it.
love that. Yes.
Damn. So being the official DJ and MC for Doechii, which is so insane, what is it like creating and being on stage and performing with her?
Oh man, it is literally something that personally I've always dreamed of doing because I wanted to be an artist DJ just because I wanted to get that experience of being a tour DJ. So working with her has been like a great whirlwind and just something of great sisterhood. We really are dedicated to the craft. We really love what we do, and we're two black women that are really pushing the limits to what is quote unquote, allowed or what is even, popular. So for us, we're just really doing our own thing and really hoping that we're inspiring people, along the way. So it's something that's a beautiful journey and we just have so much more to go, and we're so transparent in our journeys. We invite everyone to, witness it. So there's going to be so much more for you guys like to see from us.
Right.
I love that.
That's so dope.
Speaking of touring, my next question was, what was it like on your first tour? And what advice would you give to anyone trying to go on tour or anyone who is about to go on their first tour?
Oh, or like some tour like do's and don'ts, maybe?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I used to also DJ for Sweetie. So that was like one of my first like artists that I got to really see the whole lifestyle of being like an artist DJ. And we would go like on different type of tours and things of that nature, whether it was like nationally or internationally. And one of the things that I would say is a do is you have to like make sure you're ready for anything, because especially traveling overseas, you never know what you're going to run into. So like being prepared as far as like making sure like you have the proper wiring and like the proper outlets because they don't have the same like you know what I'm saying, the same power outlets that we have. So I ran into a situation where I was overseas and I had to charge my laptop and I'm like, they don't even have the same kind of cords we have out here. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
So you have to
Oh,
be ready for anything. So just being prepared for anything is definitely a do, and having, your little emergency kit as a DJ. And don't I would just say be careful eating at just random places because you don't want to get sick.
oh yeah, that food
you know
poisoning.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a foodie. I love food, so I love to try new things. But sometimes, like when you're on tour, depending on how you're even traveling, whether it's like on a tour bus or by plane, like you don't ever want to get sick. So you don't want to put yourself in a position where it's like, okay, you're eating the sushi from the gas station. Like you don't want to
No.
you don't want to do anything like that. That would potentially jeopardize you getting sick. So that's definitely don't just eat
Yes.
anything.
Of
Okay, good
course.
to know. Good to know. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, it's always that gas station sushi. I've got really bad food poisoning from gas station sushi. That's what'll get you.
No,
Yeah.
no. Like I've refused to get anything except for snacks. For
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's a good mental note. So if you weren't a DJ, what do
Yeah.
you think you would be doing?
Oh, if I weren't a DJ, I would probably either be a lawyer or a doctor.
Okay.
Period. Okay. Is there any like specific law or specific thing in medical that you'd want to do?
It would probably be my law would probably be entertainment, just because I would still have some
Entertainment law.
type of
Right.
Yes.
Some kind.
connection, yeah,
Yeah.
to it. So probably like entertainment law. And
Period.
as a doctor, I would want to be like a private, like practicing
Mhm.
doctor, like have my own little practice, like one of those like really cute doctors. But
Period.
yeah,
Love that. We
it would
love
probably
that.
be that.
You.
Yeah,
Like
just
a little
because,
doctor.
yeah.
Yes. No, we gotta get the good medicine too.
Yeah.
None of the bad stuff. None of that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
No.
probably that. Yeah, I would probably be that. Probably even more specifically, like I thought about it too. I was like, I would probably even go into plastic surgery. Like I would be like a plastic surgeon.
A
Yes.
little.
Okay. Period. I love that.
Like working some plastics. Okay.
Plastic. I'm dead.
That's some Grey's Anatomy. Like we're
Not great.
Grey's
Goodbye.
Anatomy is so hilarious. You guys are too young
Yes.
for that.
Right.
My mom was watching Grey's Anatomy when I was born. Like
What?
actually.
Really?
Yes. As
That's
soon as it turned
crazy.
on, because I was taking too long to come out, the nurse was
You
watching it.
know what?
It's a long show, but
It
yeah,
sure is. Wow. It's like
Yeah.
General Hospital. I'm
yeah, it's one of
that
those.
long.
Okay. So my next question for you is, what is it like to experience being a woman DJ in the world? Like
Ooh.
what's the difference that you would have like got? What are the challenges that you faced?
Ooh. That's good.
Good question. The challenges, of course, unfortunately, is just, being mistreated because I am a girl. People think automatically that I am not qualified for my role, my position, and that's just the unfortunate reality of being in a more so male dominated field, because you see a
Yeah.
lot of guys that are DJs and producers and engineers, but you don't really see a lot of women that are in those, same shoes. So having to deal with just, having to prove myself. And sometimes I'm the one that literally is the only one that knows what I'm doing, like everyone is literally running around with their heads cut off, and I'm like, hey, you just need to put this wire here and then everything works. So I've
Yeah.
been in so many situations where I had to be the savior and like save the day. And
Right.
because of my knowledge, that's why, like, even earlier, of course, off record, you guys were having a little technical difficulties, but it was a thing of like, it's natural, it's things that happen. But us as, girls in this industry and women in this industry, we have to really know our stuff because we're always going to be faced with the challenge of having to prove our stuff. So for
Yeah.
me, it's always that, like, at least I know my stuff. So that way, if I do have to run into a situation where unfortunately I'm forced to prove myself, I can do it with high honors. You know what I mean? So it's just having to deal with things like that. But other than that, like, I love what I do, and what I do loves me, so it works out.
Right,
Yes.
right. It's always constant learning, and I feel like I've heard that from so many people and so many guests that we bring on as well. We'll be like, "Hey, so like, what do you think helped you like stay prepared?" They're like, just doing research and knowing that beforehand. Because when
Knowing
you stay
yourself.
ready, you never have to get ready, is what my parents
Right.
always say, and I take that
Yeah.
with me always. So, how do you see the role of DJs, especially female DJs, evolving in modern music culture and like the future for music?
Oh, I see greatness for us. I mean, if you already pay attention to music itself, like, so many women rappers and women artists in general are like running the game. You have your Megan the Stallions, your Lottos, you know what I'm saying? You have like Doechis, you have so many different girls that are truly giving you a different vibe, a different feel, and just taking over. And the same thing is applying when it comes to the production and it comes to the engineering spaces, like Doechii's project, her engineer is a girl, Jada Love. She definitely,
Yes.
you
Yes,
guys are
yes.
familiar.
Mhm.
She did her whole project. So for her to win her first Grammy off of engineering a whole body of work, it's just giving proof that the doors are being open, and there's going to be so much more of us in these spaces taking over, whether it's like the CEO position of the labels or these companies, or if it's just the producer or the person that's running the studio sessions. So for me, I definitely think that we are gonna see more of a rise of so many women in these positions.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I agree a
I'm
thousand
waiting for
percent.
it.
I actually saw you guys at the Billboard Women in Music Awards, and the
Mhm.
fact that both of you guys were like able to be highlighted alongside Doechii for like all the amazing achievements that all three of you are doing, I thought that was super dope.
Thank you. Yes, yes. It feels good to be honored as well too. We all do put in work, very much so, but everything we do makes for us putting Doechii in a better position as well too. So we just work as
Right.
a great team.
Period. Yes, and
I
y'all
love
are all
that.
receiving your flowers at the end of the day, which
Yes.
is super dope.
Thank you.
Speaking of being honored, what do you think your greatest achievement is?
Ooh.
And if you don't know that, what do you think your like your best performance was that got you like an achievement, like an award?
Yes.
Um so like my best award, you basically asking, like.
Or I even think like maybe even like a personal achievement too,
Yeah.
right?
Like
Yeah.
something that you did that like you didn't get highlighted for, but you know you did it and
Like
like
I
you're
made it moment.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
dope.
you know what? Okay, this may sound a little cheesy, but I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest. I'm
oh,
gonna
be
be
honest.
honest.
We love it.
My real and honest I made it moment is when I have young women and young girls hitting me up telling me that, hey, the piece of advice that they got from me on a random Tuesday, they
Aw.
chased their dreams and they made something happen out of it. I've had like several girls basically tell me, like, me just donating, my time to just giving them advice and being somewhat of a mentor for them really helps them with their career, and now they're doing fantastic things. So personally, like, all of the awards and trophies and things, like, they feel good and they look good, but for me, I really try to lead by telling people impact is way more important than accolades. It's way more important than certificates and rewards and all of these things. Like, those things do look good and they feel good, but like having an impact on somebody in a positive way, like, means way more than anything. So for me, that's like, I made it moment, because little me, who was just like, practicing DJing in like my bedroom, who didn't know that one day I was gonna, well, no, I did know one day I was gonna make it. I just didn't know
Period.
Yes, of
when.
course.
I didn't know when it was gonna happen, but I just didn't know when. But outside of that, like, dreams do come true, is what I say to that.
Yes,
So
we do.
yeah, that's more impactful for me to be someone who shows that a dream can come true, and seeing people also achieve their dreams because of me achieving my dream.
Right. And I think that that's such a dope answer because I was actually just about to ask how like who empowered you in a way that you were like empowering all these other young girls and like barely even knowing it, like you're just giving them some straight up advice because they're asking and they end up taking that and it sticks with them. So like have you ever gotten a piece of advice or mentorship or some form of like empowerment from some other dope DJ out there that's kind of stuck with you throughout all this time?
And it doesn't even have to be a DJ, like
Yeah, just
someone who's empowered
anybody.
you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a good tribe of people around me that really pour into me. Like my dad, he's definitely somebody who's like number one. He's also a big music head. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
used to DJ back in the day too. So it's like it
Yeah.
kind of like even when I started DJing, he was like, "Wow, it's so crazy how like things get passed down in a way." And I was like, "Wow, that's so funny," because he showed me old pictures of him, also DJing back in the day. But like my dad, he's a really big supporter of me, you know what I'm saying? And like, my sisters, they really do pour into me as like, being positive and just empowering me that I can do the things that I set my mind to doing and just really achieving anything that I set myself out to accomplish. So I would say
Right.
more so family definitely encourages me for sure and empowers me. But for me personally, I didn't really have that support besides like, like a good, two DJs on the come up, that I would say like Earns is a really good friend of mine. DJ Earns, he's really super dope DJ. And RIP DJ Mr. C was also somebody who was a mentor of mine coming up. But other than that, like, yeah, it was just about, being the person that I didn't really have, which is being a mentor towards other people and, being that.
Right. That's dope. No, my parents always say everybody who's in your square isn't always in your corner. So knowing that you have good people in your corner, that's peak.
Right. That's great advice because it's very, very true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I look at all nonchalant when you're going to ask your question.
uh, my next my next question was, so when you're DJing,
Mhm.
what's like you have your playlist and there are things that when you're adding to your playlist, you add some things that you listen to. But when you're not DJing, when you're at home, what's something that you play that you just like don't have on your DJ playlist, but something that you play when you're at home and you're like, this is my jam?
Right.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You can name more than one song too, because I know me personally, I'm indecisive and I'd want to say like 30 different ones.
So, like a
Not
song
30,
that's
but
not on. Can I look at my phone for that really quick?
yes,
Yes,
go ahead. Take your time.
A
exactly.
We got
song that's not on my, like, that's not in my Serato, like in my
Yes.
playlist.
right. We getting the real right now.
Ah. What's funny is I tried to download songs that I hear that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that. I love this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay.
Like new artists.
So this one, Tyler the Creator, Find Your Wings.
Yes.
Okay.
Larry June, Pop Out.
Ooh.
Vince Staples, Big Fish.
Love that song.
Staples.
So good.
So
Um, let me see. This artist named 66 Chris,
Ooh.
Gian Vogue, and Chavo. This song called Hot. I really like it for some reason.
I
Okay,
love how you're putting
period.
us on
Yeah, we're doing the
now.
put on right
Like,
now.
like
Chi
I'm
Chi and Steady Hendrix, Underdogs.
Oh, that song's good.
Um,
Noted.
I don't know. I've been just listening. Oh, Cherry 22. I think her name is Cherry 22. Poppin'
Yes.
and Jalen Josie. What's the name of that song? Sorry, hold on. I gotta get it.
No, we're good.
New Girl. It's a song
Okay.
called New Girl. And of course, Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii, the whole entire project.
yes.
Damn,
It's
Okay.
in my Serato, but that's something I listen to outside of my Serato too.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's too dope not to listen to.
Yeah.
Literally, because why was I listening to it in the car?
Oh yeah, that's on repeat.
Wait, so follow-up question. Do
Yeah.
you
So, oh.
follow-up question. Do you think that your music taste is telling like your personality about who you are, or is it just something that's like really popular?
Oh yeah.
Oh no. I never play just what's popular. I'm always gonna give you like me personally, I've developed my own style of DJing because I personally put my personality in the song selection. I put my personality in the groove of what I want you all to like, capture while I'm DJing and feel while I'm DJing rather. So for me, it's never like playing what's hot. It's always playing to give you all somewhat of an unforgettable vibe. So
Yeah.
for me personally, that's just how I like to operate. I like to like set the tone and like carry you out through the night, or through the event, whatever
I love
time it
that.
is. Yeah.
I need to think about that when I'm DJing.
Right. When
Yeah.
together.
Because you get lost in the sauce of thinking like you got to play what's hot. And then it's like, yeah, that's cool and all. And you're going to get your quote unquote moments. But, you're a sound engineer at the end of the day. Like you're supposed to be setting the tone and like putting people on and giving them an experience through the music. That's what separates, popular DJs from actual good DJs, in my personal opinion.
No, I agree 1,000%. Cause like at the end of the day, too, even like when it comes to like production or songwriting too, like I feel like with me, I do that a lot. Like I'll be like, so what's popular right now? Like I should make something like what's popular.
Scrolling on TikTok.
It's so bad. Like because it's like a constant thought of comparing, but it's like at the end of the day, if you're trying to like be you and you want people to like you for you shouldn't have to copy what other people are doing.
Yeah. And
Like,
that's the whole point of being an artist. That's really what artistry is you being able to be vulnerable in the public's eye by sharing your art, but you still have to be authentic to who you are in your art. So
and whoever vibes with it will vibe with it.
Your
Whoever
own
doesn't,
sound.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Like,
and
yeah,
yeah,
no, I think
can't
that's
be
dope.
afraid of that part. Yeah.
Yes.
I love this
I
question.
know, that was so dope. That was a great question. And also, like, I noticed how you were saying, like, oh, like, at the end of the day, like, what will people take away from the show? So, in like 10 years from now, like, if
Yeah.
someone looks back and is like, who is DJ Miss Milan? Like, what would you want them to think? What would you want them to like say? And like, how would you want to be perceived in the future?
Um, I would want them to be like, she was funny first and foremost. She was a really cool person. Like she was super dope and funny. Also, she was really helpful. She always gave and was super like always a resource. Like you could go to her for anything and she always got you. Like she never said no when it came to like helping people and just, she was just a really good person. She really just did her very best and she went after exactly what she wanted.
Yeah, no, and I get that vibe from you too. So what
Yeah.
you're saying is it's adding up. It's adding. And also, I have a follow-up question as well. I know. I was gonna say, how do you think your shows stand out from other DJs? I mean, like, hey, you're DJ Miss Milan. We all know you're that girl. But for the people who don't know, like, what makes your shows stand
No,
out?
um, just my personality, my aura, my energy that I bring to the table,
Your
the
aura.
songs that I'm playing, how I'm playing the songs, how I'm even, handling the mic and entertaining the crowd and what it is that I'm doing. I feel like we all have our different, techniques and things that makes us who we are. And, for me, anyone that's ever seen me DJ knows that I'm a complete, vibe. So they love that about me and the range of music that I play and just how I can just evoke an emotion in people through, the music in a public setting at that. So for me personally, I just, I pay attention to the energy of the event more so the energy of the other DJs, if that makes sense. Like we're there to work with each other for the overall,
Exactly.
vibe, not against each other. It's not a competition unless it is a battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
unless
battle.
it's a DJ battle. Hey.
But other than that, no, we're here to work with each other. So yeah.
That's dope. That's
Okay.
dope. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, what is your most memorable event that you've ever done? Because I know you've like done a lot of gigs with like different
yeah.
people, you've been all across the world, but like
Yes,
what's something that
ma'am.
really impacted you? What's something that was like, this is
Oh yeah,
my
it's like my favorite.
yeah.
Okay. An event that I did. Hmm. Honestly, it's more of like a performance, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I would just say performing at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
That performance was so
like that was just a real stamp in history for me personally, especially what Doechii and I are representing in the hip hop rap space, just really being authentic to, hip hop in that regard of DJ and MC relationship. So us being up there and having, the peers of the music industry give us a standing ovation, and just, Will Smith, who was the very first person to ever win a Grammy for rap, was there cheering us on. And, all of those things that just made sense for that moment, and us being in it, and my role personally as a DJ, and then being DJ Miss Milan, which I'm representing all of the female DJs worldwide in that moment. I just felt like that's something for me that's gonna carry forever. Like,
right.
yeah.
That's so dope. No, that Grammy performance was insane. I watched
Yeah.
that on repeat. That's like
You
performance
do?
goals right there.
Oh.
So I know you do a lot of collaboration with your work, and you produce as well, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
How do you approach collaboration differently with DJing and then like versus production?
I think collaboration with production is different because everyone hears something differently versus playing something differently, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, as a DJ, you know, putting together some songs and one playing after the other isn't that quote unquote technical, if you will, where making an actual song together, you have to kind of mesh with each other, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? For
Yes.
the overall production to sound anything worth it, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yes.
I think that's just the difference in it. It's just a more of a more of a technical and relationship building aspect when it comes to collaboration of making music versus just DJing together, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because producing together, oof,
It's
it's difficult when you can't
it's
catch a vibe.
it's really
Yeah.
Like you have to
it's
be on like the same wavelength. I feel like when it comes to production with DJing, it's cool because we DJ together all the time. It's all the time, and when
it's
we
all
DJ
the
together,
time.
it's
We're
it's
always
fire. It's
sync,
fire. We're
but
always on point. But then when it comes to production, we'll be like, "Well, I don't like this. Well, I don't like that." So
well,
then
no,
Right.
I
Yeah.
like this, and why don't you like this? Because this part's the best part. No, this part's
right,
the
Yeah.
best part.
and
Like,
then you have to
It's
like
way
find ways to
difficult.
do it. Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's for sure. And then it's so hard having to like fuse those ideas together, which is actually another question that I was going to ask. So I might as well say it now because you got your question ready, or
Yeah,
okay, period. Thank you, Queen.
of
But
course.
I was gonna say like, what are some like styles of sound and music that you like to like bring together? Because I know with me, I'm in like a huge like house kick, but I'm also really into like reggaeton as well. So
Mhm.
mixing it together, I feel like would be so dope. So like, what's some like genres and styles of music that you like to like bring together?
I personally super like up tempo dancey. I want to infuse more of my Caribbean culture,
Yes.
Yeah.
house. Do you know what
Ooh,
I'm saying? In that
yeah,
regard,
Yes.
like, bringing something a little, flavorful to it, if that makes
yeah,
sense. But
absolutely.
also just keeping it open to experimenting, because I do love different things. Like, I love jungle, I love R&B, I love drum and bass, I love, yeah, I love a lot of stuff. Like, that's my problem. I love a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Oh no, I get that.
So for me, it's
Understandable.
just
Really
about
love it.
experimenting and just going with what feels good. There's no limitations on the artistry. You just gotta go with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Never be too scared to take a risk.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
your
love
risk could
that.
actually be something that's life changing.
Right.
Yeah.
I was actually with Andre 3000's engineer. I met him at a like random park that I was at a couple days ago, and we were talking, and he was like, "Yeah, like they were telling Andre that Hey was gonna be the end of his career."
And
Like
it's
it's
one of the
crazy.
most iconic songs that they know him for. Like,
Right. Exactly. That's why I'm like, you should never be afraid to take risks, because that was such a huge risk that they decided to take, and look at how it ended up. Like, it's
Great.
iconic.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that you actually asked that question because it leads to my question.
Oh, period. We're
Which
just same
is-
wavelength.
Of course, as always. Basically, my question is, how did you find your own sound when you are producing? And what is your advice to anyone who is currently trying to start producing and
Oh,
currently trying to find their own sound instead of like looking on TikTok, hearing everyone else's like samples, beats,
Yeah.
going off of your own like mindset?
Yeah. Not being influenced by other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that. For me personally, I'll be honest, I'm still exploring that. I'm still very new to it, so it's me just still exploring what my sound is without trying to force a sound, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
So
Of course.
I think as anybody who's up and coming and any producer that's already out there, they will tell you just like the same thing with DJing. Like, you don't want to force yourself to be known as just one type of DJ. You want to be well rounded. So be open. And I think when you are experimenting and you are learning and you are developing, you have to leave that sense of openness to then figure out what it is that you actually want to sound like. So for me right now, I'm just leaving the door open for that. And my advice to anybody that's up and coming would be, of course, learn, get with people that, are amazing at what it is that they do, especially with platforms like Girls Make Beats, you know what I'm saying? I think this is just, absolutely amazing. Shout out to Tiffany, of course, but at the same time, like, just do your best and have fun with it. I think that's the most important thing. When you have fun with it, you wouldn't believe how much magic you could really create by just having fun and letting loose and just not trying to be perfect right away, so that's definitely important.
Your
Right.
answers are so good. Like, I feel like
So
they're so
good.
inspirational.
They
Oh,
are.
thank
It's
you.
such a good vibe.
Thank
On like, you ever seen like those like TikTok edits where it's like the inspirational like motivation TikTok, and it's
And
like
they have
that
the
needs to be
little,
on there
they have the little
immediately.
oceans and then the speech, the text.
Like the super relaxing music in the back, like that's what it needs to be on, because that's what it's
you
giving.
guys are hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Like that. We're just
We
like
are.
that.
It's it's a lot of us, but it's okay.
But we're just like so
Oh my
different.
gosh, I can't.
Good to know that we're good podcast hosts. Like,
Thank you. Yeah.
You guys are doing great. You guys are doing
Thank
absolutely
you.
amazing.
thank you. Oh my gosh. We said that at the same time. We're just in sync like that, guys.
We
As I said
are.
before, we're on the same wavelength. We'll say it at the same time.
We've been like this since, day one.
The womb. Anyway.
I love it.
Yeah. But my next question for you was gonna be, what's like your dream venue to play at? Because I know me personally, I'll look at certain venues and be like, I'm doing that there, I'm gonna do that there. And if not, like if you have played it already and it's just a venue that you really enjoyed playing at, like what is that space?
I think honestly speaking, a dream of mine is just seeing my name big and bold in the marquees and just like a line wrapped around the block for people coming to where I'm about to DJ and just having a great time. Like, it doesn't even matter what the venue is. Just make sure my name is big and bold on the outside and there's a line ready to see me get down and have a good time.
Oh yeah. As it should be. As it should
That-
be. Clocky.
That just gave me flashbacks of the TDE thing.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. We did the TDE holiday concert.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
was
the
lit.
opener.
Yeah.
yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah, no, that
It's-
was crazy.
Like the name part, it like really hit me.
We're
Like that was like the first time I've ever had something like that big.
Yeah.
Literally went right after Power 106. So it's like being like, at that time I was 15. I just turned 15, and then you just turned.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
turned 14.
So it's like
That's
so
dope.
young.
I know that I heard about that. That was really dope. That was
Yeah,
really
it was
dope.
crazy.
It was crazy.
It
There were
was
so many
so
people.
lit. The energy was definitely there.
Okay, so we have one last final question.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be super dope.
Yes.
What's your favorite shoe brand?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wait, what's my
What's your
Favorite
favorite
shoe
shoe brand
brand?
or just any brand? Like, what's a brand that you wear every day?
Yes.
This is no
Ooh.
promotion.
This is not a
This is
promotion.
not a-
This is not sponsored.
This
No,
is not
but
Not
sponsored.
sponsored. This is
style
just
is so
honesty.
goals. It
But
is.
you can sponsor if you want, though.
Just do whatever you want to say.
This is not an ad.
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite brand that has literally lasted the test of time since I was a youngin', Nike.
Yes. Okay.
Clock it.
Anything specific with Nike? The shoes?
Like, yeah,
the-
exactly.
Nike sneakers for sure when it comes to footwear and just their branding, of course. I mean, I love it. Especially now I need to get what is it? Aja Wilson sneaker because I love their, campaign with just the women in sports, So for me personally, Nike has always been a brand that gets it right and I love them.
Right.
Of course.
They sure do.
They do.
That's so true. No, because a little while ago they had a campaign with this dance choreographer that I'm like absolutely obsessed with. Her name is Paris Scoville. Shout out.
Yes, she does all of like Rihanna's.
Yes. Oh
yeah,
my gosh, she's so amazing. Like, because I used to do competitive dancing,
I
so
love
I will always like look at her choreos and I'm like, I love her. Like, I adore her. So I got her sneakers. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're so dope. Yeah. No, I had to get a pair for myself.
I love that. Yeah, so Nike always gets it right. So that's personally one of my favorite brands.
Dope. Yes, ma'am. Well,
Nice.
thank you so much for coming onto
Thank
the
you.
GMD podcast. We loved having you today.
Before we go, is there anything you would like to say to any of our younger viewers, anyone that's trying to be like you, anyone in the DJing field, anyone producing that's trying to get up there?
Anyone in entertainment.
Anyone.
Also, let us know where we can find you as well, too.
Please.
First and foremost, thank you for having me. You guys are absolutely amazing and are just like the absolute cutest. I absolutely love
it. Thank you.
This is
Thank you for
from
coming
the
on.
DJ Goat, guys. Like,
it. No, for real, you guys are amazing. So thank you. Honestly speaking, one piece of advice, right? Or
Yes.
yes, a piece of advice would be to truly lead with love and passion first. I do believe real artistry comes from and real creativity comes from love and passion. So do it because you love it and be passionate about it, and don't let what the world dictates to be cool, to be, your standard. You create the standard because you are the standard. So I just want people to always know that they have this gift in them and that they have this ability to, be great. And all it takes is somebody probably reminding you of that greatness. And hopefully I can be that person that reminds you of greatness because sometimes I needed it myself. So that being said, I would like to leave, you guys with that, of course. And just thank you for having me. And Girls Make Beats is an amazing platform. I love everything that you guys have going on, the podcast, engineer, producers, DJs, the whole shebang of the music industry. You guys are amazing. And I know this is not going to be the last we're going to see you guys. You guys are going to do legendary.
definitely not.
Legendary things already because you guys are already legendary. So thank you for having.
Thank you for coming on. And then also, if you could let the viewers know where we can find you, because I know we already got
Miss
you.
Milan on all socials. That's DJ MISSMILAN, and on my website DJMissMilan.com.
Yes, ma'am. Clock it. Thank you so much for coming on today.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait. Once again, I'm MAK10.
And I'm Sparkle.
Sparkle.
And you can check out everything Girls Make Beats at www.girlsmakebeats.org. Bam.
Girls Make Beats on all platforms. And I'm MAK10.
And I'm Sparkle.
Katsu.Miko143.
I thought we were doing like the name thing again. I was like, hello. Okay, yes,
you can find me at Katsu.Miko143 on Instagram and TikTok, you know.
Period. And then you can find me on all social media platforms at msmooches, which is MSMOOCHES. And if you want to listen to my music, it's on all streaming platforms under Sparkle. Period.
Hey.
Clock it.
And her music is
tune in right now.
Yes. Oh, that'd be so dope.
Go stream bags.
Oh yeah. Period. Clock it promo.